Good morning, and welcome to the Morning Report. My name is Willie Lawson. The Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. We trust that you are well this glorious, wonderful, fabulous morning. Ah, my goodness. I'm reading more and more and seeing more and more about the president's mental health and mental strength, really. It's not his health necessarily, it's his mental strength. And what we're seeing more and more is that, and I've said this for a while, and people always go, you're being too nice, Will. The president is struggling. The president is struggling not unlike somebody his age. Now, we all have seen people who are his age and older who are not having the same problem. But, we also don't see a lot of those people. Let me do something here. Hang on a second. There we go. We also don't see a lot of those people who are put before the public almost against their will on a regular basis, too. So I am really empathetic, or trying to be empathetic to the situation. But there's reality. There is a reality. I don't know if I wouldn't be confident about. How about that? I'll say it like this: I am not confident that President Biden is not only able to or should run for another term with all the pressures of a campaign. Although this campaign will be almost over because it is July and the election is in 119 days. Is he going to be able to stand up to the rigors of what a real campaign is? Although he didn't the first time either because of COVID. Basically spent most of, if not the entire campaign in 2020, in the bunker, in the basement, doing this. Hardly out in public, grinding it, and that kind of thing. And this particular election will, even in the next 119 days, even with the pressures of running the country, so to speak, and we're going to talk about running the country here, is he up to it? Is he physically up to it? Not everybody is. Heck, I'm 63. I don't know if I'm up to it. That's a lot. And that's something that we really have to consider. It is simply gaslighting and tomfoolery to say that, oh no, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's stronger than ever. He's smarter than ever. He's sharper than ever. When obviously, for a lot of us who are watching and have been watching Joe Biden for years and years and years, he is not. He is simply not. He's not the same. Obviously, he's not the same Joe Biden that ran against Barack Obama. He is not. He's not even the same. He's not even the same Joe Biden that ran for president in 2020. He has really slowed down a tick. And I'm not talking about the old man gait and walking slow, I'm not talking about all that. I'm talking about what's obviously sundowning, all these things. Now, I'm going to tell you, a lot of right-wing sources, make a big heyday about he needs to take a nap in the middle of the day. Hell, we should all take a nap in the middle of the day. Spain has a siesta where everybody, the shops close up and people take a nap or get some rest in the middle of the day. It's not a bad idea. I think a lot of people should do that. This idea that you can get up at 5 a.m. and work like a crazy person, hard to the grindstone for 16 hours and 18 hours in a row is a uniquely American thing that has caused all sorts of problems. Really, take a nap. We learned that in kindergarten, right? When you're getting grumpy in the middle of the day, and you finish lunch, you should probably just lay down for a while. Rest your eyes. probably a good idea. So I don't make any hay about, well, he needs a nap in the middle of the day. Hell, we all do. We all do it. And I'm someone who takes a nap in the middle of the day. It has helped me recover from my surgery in 2014, and it allows me to go to my job at 3:30 in the afternoon and work till 9 and get home at 10:30, and then come back in the morning and do this. Why? Because I took a nap in the middle of the day, an hour, maybe 2 hours. It's good stuff. Now, just because he's taking a nap doesn't mean he can't be woken up if some crap happens, right? So let's not get caught in what I'm calling the election trap. The election trap is all these stories about what he has to do to get through the day. The trap is that you may think that this is enough for some people, and what we're starting to see is the bait is being set. People like George Clooney, people like Rob Reiner, people like George Stephanopoulos are thinking that, well, yeah, we need a new nominee. We need a new nominee. They're setting bait. They're setting bait for you. Don't take the bait. Because you're thinking like the left thinks we think. That these celebrities and these people who have continuously supported Joe Biden and the left in total are going to convince other people not to. They are not going to convince people not to vote for Joe Biden. They're not. It's a trap. It's a trap. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. A U.S. senator just came out recently, a Democrat senator came out asking for a new nominee. All this talk in the media about replacing him, all this talk about Kamala Harris. And you're thinking, Kamala Harris, nobody thinks that she should run for president. Nobody. If she's a nominee, we got this in the bag. No. I'm old enough to remember Barack Obama having some of the worst metrics of any sitting president ever, and beating Mitt Romney. Watch that happen live. We were broadcasting at Grassfire Nation, Dwayne Lester and I, for 6 hours, and watched it happen live. We did. Wow. All the talking heads, all the bean counters said there's no way Barack Obama wins this election. Not with the numbers he has as a sitting president. It's never happened. Mitt Romney was never president. Did you know that? It was a trap. It was a trap. And it caused some people to stay home. It caused some people not to work. Not to get out there and do what they needed to do. Even with all this going on, if you are scheduled to go out and work at the polls on election day, please do that. If you're scheduled to do campaigning for the candidate when the candidate comes to your town and help out, please do that. Do all you can do. I'm not telling you who to donate to. I'm not telling you how to spend your money, because that ain't me. But if you can, do. Because this thing is far from over. If you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, you remember 24-3, right? Right? You remember that? 24-3? Yeah, they lost that game. They lost that game. Because it ain't ever over. Until the clock goes to zeros. And we are 119 days away from the clock going to zero. This is how we avoid the trap. Everything you hear, everything you see about George Clooney and George Stephanopoulos or Stephanopoulos, whatever his name is, all you hear about those people, and Rob Reiner, and people throwing the president under the bus, and we need a new nominee, and it needs to be Kamala Harris, or it needs to be Michelle Obama, and you're thinking, nobody's going to vote for either of these people. We got this in the bag. That's a trap. Avoid the trap. Continue to work. If you're up 24-3, play like you're down 24-3. I know I keep digging that thing in there, Falcons fans, right? If you think you're ahead 24-3, play like you're behind 3-24. This is how we avoid the trap, and this is how we make sure that we win. My name is Willie Lawson. This has been the Morning Report. The Morning Report, again, is a production of FightbackMedia.com, 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 and FightbackMediaTV.com. Until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.